Hi everyone, welcome back to Classic Camp Crafts. I'm Miss Julia and today I have a bonus video for you. So for this bonus video, you'll need your welcome letter, your colored pencils, and your scissors. We're going to make a fortune teller and I'll even show you how to use it. If you don't have your welcome letter anymore, that's okay. You can use one of your pieces of paper or just another random piece of paper that you have around. The first thing we're going to do is just use this bottom portion here. So to do that, I'm going to fold my paper. So I'm going to fold my paper about in half. So if I fold my paper in half like this and make a really nice crease, you can see one side of my paper is empty and the other side has all the words on it. And when I open it back up, you can see that crease right there. So I can use my scissors and cut on that line that I've made with the crease. I'll save this part so that I can remember the crafts that I have. But now I have a nice blank sheet of paper. So to make my fortune teller, I need my paper to be in a square. Right now it's in a rectangle. So I'm going to take one corner of my paper and I'm going to be folding it over so that this edge here lines up with this edge here. So I'm going to take my paper and carefully line up the edges like this. You can see here that there's some extra paper. That's what we want. So I'm lining it up very carefully. Now you can see where part of it has two pieces and part has one piece of paper. So I'm going to cut right on this line here that's made by my folded piece of paper. Here we go. Now I have a triangle, but when I open it, my paper is a perfect square. And you can see I have a line down the middle here. I'm going to turn my paper the other way so that my fold mark is up and it's going vertically here. Now I'm going to take this corner and fold it to this corner. And make a nice crease. And open my paper up once again. Now you can see there's an X or a cross shape in the middle of my paper. And the place where those two lines intersect or meet, that's the middle of my paper. The middle is very important for this fortune teller because the next thing I'm going to do is take all of the edges and I'm going to take these corners here and fold them into the middle. So I want each of the very tips of the corners to meet in the middle. That's the first part. Now, part of my paper is kind of all flat and the other part has all of these folds. I'm going to flip my paper over so that just the flat part is up. And I'm going to do the same thing. You can still see right here where that center is where the two lines intersect. I'm going to take all of these corners now and fold them into the center again. Then I'm going to fold everything in half. And now I have some little flaps here. These are where I can put my fingers. So I'm going to use my pointer finger and my thumb. My pointer finger goes on one side, my thumb goes on the other. And same thing here. I'm actually going to flip it around so that I can put it upright. And then once I have all of my fingers in, I can push the two halves together. So now you have your fortune teller shape. The last thing we need to do is write all of the numbers, the colors, and our fortunes. So I'm going to gently press my fortune teller back flat. And this next part, you can choose one of two ways to do this. This is the colors that go on the outside. So you can either choose to write them all in the same color, or you could write them in the color that they are. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll pick the colors that I want, and you can use any of them, but you only need 4. So I'll do a red, I'll do green, I'll flip it over, I'll do blue, and I'll do, this is either purple or violet. So you can see right here that it has the words on there, so you can copy them if you're not sure how to spell it. So I'll write purple on this one. Here we go. Then I'm going to open up my fortune teller, and you can see that there are 8 triangles. I'm going to write the numbers 1 through 8. Each one of the numbers gets its own triangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then the last part is to write the fortunes in it. I usually write my fortune teller so I can ask it yes and no questions. So I might write answers like yes, no, maybe, or try again. So I'm going to lift up my flaps. And you can do one of two ways. You can either draw a line and write your yeses and nos and maybes or whatever other answers you would like your fortune teller to give, or you could write it over both of them. So I'll do a combination. So then I can fold my fortune teller back up and put it on my fingers. Then to use your fortune teller, you would ask a question with a yes or no answer, choose a color, and then you're going to spell out the color. So if you choose green, you would open it for G, R, E, E, N, then have the person asking the question pick one of the numbers that they see. I'll pick 4. So you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pick another number. I'll pick 7 this time. Then you open it up and see what it says under 7. 7 says try again. So you could ask your fortune teller again. Or if you got a fortune answer that you liked, then that's how that works. I hope you enjoyed this extra bonus craft, and I hope you enjoy asking your fortune teller some silly questions. And I hope you have a great time crafting. Bye!